So, the July 2024 Visa Bulletin is out, and we've got some interesting news about retrogression, specifically in the employment based side, but also not so much good news in the family based side. We'll break it down, we'll give you all the details, just like we do every single month. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Immigration Channel. In this video, we'll break down the July 2024 Visa Bulletin. Very interesting things are happening this month, which will give us an insight as to what's going to happen in August and September as we're ending the year in October of 2024. In this video, I'll talk about what's happening on the family side of the Visa Bulletin, what's happening on the employment base of the Visa Bulletin. There is retrogression, which will carry us all the way through August. And I'll tell you about what USCIS is going to do for adjustment of status if you are here inside the United States. Again, the very much anticipated Visa Bulletin July 2024 is here. And as I mentioned to you before in the June Visa Bulletin about retrogression, this retrogression is happening now in July 2024 Visa Bulletin. Now remember, the reason why it's happening is that the summer is approaching. Embassies and consulates are going to be backlogged with all kinds of applicants, non-immigrant visas, citizenship cases, and of course, immigrant visas are still part of that all mix. Now remember, summertime is usually a period where things are moving a little bit slow. So be patient and let's jump and start talking about the Visa Bulletin 2024 July. Now remember, the State Department publishes the Visa Bulletin every single month, and you can see the progress of cases that are moving on two charts. You've got the dates of filing chart and the final action chart. The final action chart talks about the dates when actually the visa will become available. So if you're overseas, it means the time when you're going to be able to get your visa appointment and actually get your green card. The dates of filing typically applies for people that are inside the United States and will tell us when they can file for their green card applications, but not when the visas will be ready. Remember the two charts, there are videos that we've done before explaining what they are. Go back to those videos and we'll give you the full details. Now, I've summarized this Visa Bulletin for you on a separate chart to make it more easy to understand as we do every month. Let's jump to our summary so I can break down family-based charts as well as employment-based chart to make it easier for you to consume and also see what's going to happen in the next few months. So let's jump into the chart. As you can see, this chart, I've prepared it for you to make this more of a pleasant experience, more kind of easy to understand, because based on your comments, I want to make those videos as simple as possible to consume, specifically with a topic as complex as the Visa Bulletin. So typically the Visa Bulletin comes out every month, and USCIS, which is the U.S. Immigration Service inside the United States, they have their own Visa Bulletin, the way they process applications for cases inside the United States. So for July 2024, USCIS adjustment of status, if you're inside the United States, for employment-based cases, the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services confirmed that they'll continue to use the final action dates chart to determine your eligibility to file adjustment of status inside the United States. So if you're an employment-based case and you're inside the United States, your chart is final action dates. If you're a family-based application, you're filing for your spouse, for your parent inside the United States, and you're eligible, you've got to follow the dates for filing chart, which is separate than the final action charts. And that's only for people that are currently inside the United States eligible to adjust status. So let's jump into the highlights of the July 2024 Visa Bulletin. Now, before we do that, as always, if you're here for the first time and you're watching my videos, please subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos, and also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to show this video to more people just like you. As always, if you need help with your immigration matters, all you have to do is send me a text, 619-483-4549, or go to www.immigrationasap.com. Leave your details there, and we'll be able to help you ASAP as well. Now, let's jump into the highlights of the Visa Bulletin 2024 July, and I'll show you what's happening before we dive into the charts as we do every single month. So let's talk about the highlights of the July 2024 Visa Bulletin. As you can see, um, family sponsored categories, we're going to start with that. A lot of you are asking me what's going to happen, and let's break it down. So, final action dates is what we cover usually. In the final action dates chart, this is what we see is going to advance in July. F1, unmarried sons and daughters of US citizens. You're going to see F1 Mexico is going to advance by more than 4 months to May 8, 2002. Really good news. F1 Philippines will remain at March 1st, 2012. F1 all other countries will advance by 3.5 months to October 22nd, 2015. Like I said, it's a modest advancement, but it's still a movement forward as I predicted already in June of 2024. F2A spouses and children of permanent residents. F2A Mexico will remain at February 1st, 2021. F2A all other countries will remain at November 16, 2021. F2B unmarried sons and daughters. You can see that F2B Mexico, no change from June. It will stay at July 8, 2004. F2B Philippines, the same, will remain October 22nd, 2011. F2B all other countries will advance by 1 month to May 1st, 2016. And I think that by September, that you're going to see a much larger movement, specifically in F2B, with the current trends that we see. F3 married sons and daughters of US citizen. F3 Mexico will advance by 3 months to March 1st, 2000. F3 Philippines will advance by more than 2 weeks to September 8, 2002. And F3 all over the country will advance by 1 month to April 1st, 2010. F4 brothers and sisters of adult US citizens. F4 Mexico will advance by 1 week to February 8, 2001. F4 Philippines will advance by 2 months to February 1st, 2004. F4 India will advance by 1 week to January 22nd, 2006. F4 all other countries will advance by 10 days to August 1st, 2007. And again, these are the highlights of the family-based petitions. I'm going to get into them in more detail in a few minutes. We'll go through the actual chart and we'll see exactly what's going on. But these are the highlights. You can see a modest movement forward, but not that much. Let's run through the employment-based highlights real quick, and then we'll jump into the charts. Final action dates, as we always do. EB1 professionals, extraordinary ability. EB1 India will advance by 11 months to February 1st, 2022. EB1 China will advance by 2 months to November 1st, 2022. EB1 all other countries will remain current. Remember, EB1 is still current for the rest of the world. And so if you are eligible for this category, don't forget you need to work fast and file. EB2 members of the profession. EB2 India will advance by 2 months to June 15, 2012. EB2 China will advance by 1 month to March 1st, 2020. EB2 all other countries will advance by 2 months to March 15, 2023. EB3 professionals. EB3 India will advance by 1 month to September 22, 2012. EB3 China will remain at September 1st, 2020. EB3 all other countries will retrogress. Retrogression means that we are moving backwards by 11 months and 3 weeks to December 1st, 2021. This is the first time we see such a large retrogression this year. 11 months retrogression moving backwards, and we'll see that even more, kind of emphasize that in August, there'll be even further retrogression, even possibly in EB2 as well. So that's the big highlight of this bulletin. EB3 is retrogressing by almost a year. EB3 other workers, India will advance by 1 month, September 22, 2012. EB3 China remains the same, January 1st, 2017. EB3 Philippines will remain at May 1st, 2020. EB3 all other countries will advance by almost 3 months to January 1st, 2021. So once again, high demand and number of views in EB3. The reason why we have retrogression is because many, many more people are experiencing the demand for these visas, and this category will likely further retrogress or become unavailable in August. So you guys need to hurry up. If you want to file an EB3, you got to try to get it in June. Now let's jump into the chart itself. and I put together the full chart from the Department of State. And as I mentioned to you before, you can see that what is bold represents advancement of this category. So for F1, rest of the world, we are at October 22nd, 2015. China remains at October 22nd, 2015. India, October 22nd, 2015. And Mexico is May 8th, 2002. Philippines remains at March 1st, 2012. You can see that F2A, there's no movement from last month, November 15, 2021. And the same for China, the same for India, the same for Mexico. No movement from last month, February 1st, 2021. And the Philippines remains in November 15, 2021. F2B, you can see it's now May 1st, 2016. You can see, again, we highlight in red so you can see where the movement is. You don't see it on the Visa Bulletin online, but we wanted to show you, make kind of like the distinction. F2B, China, May 1st, 2016. India, May 1st, 2016. Mexico remains the same, July 8, 2004. And Philippines, October 22nd, 2011. F3, further movement, April 1st, 2010. China, April 1st, 2010. India, the same, April 1st, 2010. Mexico advances March 1st, 2000. And the Philippines advances September 8, 2002. Again, whatever is in red shows advancement in July. F4, August 1st, 2007. China, August 1st, 2007. India, January 22nd, 06. Mexico, February 8, 2001. Philippines, February 1st, 2004. Again, this is basically what we see in terms of movement, and I kind of summarize it here, show you where the advancement is. Whatever was in red, I put it in words, advancement in all these categories. All right, let's move to the employment base, dive deep into the chart. And again, whatever is in red is movement. EB3 is going to retrogress by 11 months, as I mentioned to you from the highlights. So as you can see here, let's look in the chart, and I put you in bold where we see some movement. Whatever there's no movement remains the same. EB1, current for the rest of the world. If you're eligible, you file. China, with some movement to November 1st, 2022. India, February 1st, 2022. Mexico, current. Philippines, current. EB2, movement March 15, 2023. China, March 1st, 2020. India, 15th of June, 2012. Mexico, March 15, 2023. And the Philippines, March 15, 2023. EB3, December 1st, 2021. The rest of the world. You can see there's been a major retrogression here. China, September 1st, 2020. India, September 22nd, 2012. Mexico, December 1st, 2021. And the Philippines, December 1st, 2021. Again, EB3, major retrogression. Let's look at fourth preference, January 1st, 2021. The rest of the world, China, January 1st, 2021. India, January 1st, 2021. The same with Mexico and the Philippines. EB5, unreserved, is current for the rest of the world. It's also current for Mexico and the Philippines. India is December 15, 2015. And India is China, December 15, 2015. And India, December 1st, 2020. And again, as I mentioned, EB3 countries are retrogressing to December 1st, 2021, 11 months. That's a big deal. And you're going to see further movement in August. So what is the conclusion of this Visa Bulletin? The conclusion is that further retrogression, EB3 category, is expected and maybe even become unavailable in August. And, there's a high demand in EB3 categories, require retrogression in mostly Mexico, Philippines, and of course, the rest of the world will also be impacted by this. So, as I mentioned, this is something that, we see happen a lot. When the demand for visas increases, they don't have enough visas to supply. So what they have to do, they have to retrogress the bulletin. So until visas will be available. That was expected in EB3 because there was a high demand for EB3, specifically employers that are sponsoring workers. And it's going to be so bad that potentially in August, this category will become unavailable at all. So if you are in a position to do anything about it, you should file now. But it's something that will obviously readjust at the end of the fiscal year in October, but we're going to see a little bit of hardship in the next few months. So once again, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Hopefully this is a helpful kind of a breakdown when I try to summarize it for you instead of just looking at the actual Visa Bulletin. It's a bit confusing. When you look at the State Department, I'm breaking down for you family-based categories, employment-based categories, final action dates, and also the USCIS chart. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your questions. What are your concerns? As always, if you need help, text me 619-483-4549 or go to www.immigrationasap.com. Leave your information and we'll contact you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next month at the August 2024 Visa Bulletin. Thanks for watching.